What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, I'm Crypto Nev here to talk to you about Bitcoin and Beanie Babies. Now, a lot of people don't like it when I bring stuff like this up, but with the way the market is, I want everyone to stop, look, and listen, and just hear what I have to say. Now, Beanie Babies back in the day were almost as good as currency in some places. I myself would go around to all these small shops. They were only sold at mom and dad's stores, and I'd find them and I'd take them to the comic book place and I'd trade them in for magic cards, anime, comic books, all this stuff. This stuff was basically a currency that came out of nowhere, and boom, it was all over the place. Kids were into it, the younger people were into it, and then the older people saw that there was a profit that could be made, so they started speculating on it. Same thing happened with comic books. Okay, now what's going on with Bitcoin these days? Everyone says hold, 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 and I totally get that. You want to hold on to your stuff. You don't want to sell it for fiat, but what you got to do is you got to use the bloody stuff. Otherwise, it ain't worth nothing. If you just hold it, if you hoard it, then it's going to be as good as Beanie Babies in the attic, basically. If we can't use cryptocurrency to buy coffee, to buy donuts, to buy gas, if we can't use it for those things, it's not really all that good. It might be good for giant purchases, but if we can't use it every day, day to day, for day to day things, it's not going to be worth anything ultimately, or it's definitely going to affect the cost. Now, there's a lot of people that like to have Bitcoin and pay their employees if they use this kind of stuff in Litecoin. Now, Litecoin, of course, is basically just trial grounds for things that people want to do on the Ethereum block. Now, of course, Bitcoin, none of this stuff is centralized, or at least it shouldn't be centralized. But the problem with that is that it's hard to get information out. It's hard to get information out there all over the place, and a lot of information can just sound like conspiracy theory. We know damn well that there is an issue with the price of transfers being way too high. I transferred $30 and it cost me $5 to transfer from Coinbase to a Coinbase account, and that's just freaking unconscionable. We can't have fees like that. It ain't cool. This currency, Bitcoin, isn't going to fly with prices that high. You know, maybe Ethereum will do it, maybe whatever. Anyways, what people are doing is just releasing more and more and more and more cryptocurrencies, and we definitely are in a situation where we have more cryptocurrencies than we have investors. So, you know what, maybe these new cryptocurrencies are better in this, that, or the other way. But at the end of the day, if no one's actually trading it, if everyone's harvesting it, if everyone's mining it and holding it and not doing anything with it or just cashing it out for fiat, that's not going to help us out at all. Folks, we have to use this stuff to buy things. We got to figure out a way to make that work. If we can't make that work, then we're all up shit creek without a paddle. It just ain't happening. We have to make this easy for the end users, guys, or it just ain't gonna happen. Now, of course, we got all this stuff coming out, like Lightning Network, this, that, and the other thing, all kinds of stuff. But how long is it gonna take? It seems like we're in the middle of a crash right now, in a bit of a bear market, a bit of a recession. Well, we had our chance to make this stuff shine. You know what we did? We squandered it by exploding. Like, does anybody know? You know, we probably have as many gender pronouns these days as we have cryptocurrencies. Nobody knows the number. Nobody knows the number, and no one can tell you exactly what all of them are. But geez, there's got to be thousands of them by now. I bet every day 3 more cryptocurrencies come out. Geez, you can even use web pages to make new cryptocurrency. Everyone and their mother is doing it. So that's flooding the market. That's just flat out flooding the market. Now, collectibles are the same way. You know what people like to do? They like to get Transformers. They like to get G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and hold it because they think it's going to be worth money and it's a cool thing to invest in. But you know what? The manufacturers can reproduce. So this is a 6-shot over here. And of course, I'm talking collectibles now. But this is a second version, and they can produce him until they're blue in the face, and they can release other versions, other versions, other versions. Okay, when Star Wars originally came out, the action figures, the merchandising was insane. Even before Lucas redid his original movies, the collection of what you could get. If you wanted to get everything, you would be working at it for a very long time. There was one guy who got everything. Every time Star Wars released a new piece of merchandise, he got it delivered to his house. And even before Lucas changed everything, he had so much stuff. These days, the price of that original stuff has come down because the market is so flooded with crud from all over the place. They thought it was going to do better. They thought episode 1 was going to do better, but Pokemon ended up messing with it. They thought this new stuff was going to do better, but you can find this stuff in dollar stores right now. When I was 15, I went to a flea market, and that's when I found out the price of the original stuff. The original stuff. And the price has come down significantly, let's say. So I just recently sold on eBay a lot of five figures, and these guys would have easily been $5 each, and I had to sell them for 15 eventually. I had it up there, I had all the information, pertinent information, good quality, all that stuff. The price has come down because the market's been flooded. Well, it's kind of the same thing when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Everybody's out there. Everybody wants to make this money with their minds. Everybody wants to put money down for this stuff, and everyone wants to hold it. Everyone wants to leave it in their safety deposit boxes. No one's using the stuff. Or if they use it, it's kind of sparingly or few and far between, or it's a crypto that no one actually cares too much about. Guys, Bitcoin, we gotta be using this stuff. We gotta be using this stuff everywhere. We can't be making any new cryptocurrency. New cryptocurrency hurts the bottom line for all of us. We gotta stick to the top 5. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, Monero. Stick to those things. But we got some problems coming up. I've talked about it before. So the reason why everybody and their mother is getting mines is for Monero. Monero is very popular. You can't say anything bad about Monero. A lot of people get upset because it's the only thing they can mine if they're not mining Ethereum. Everyone's got Ethereum mines, Litecoin mines. But you see, the thing is, you can't be mining Bitcoin with anything around here because the Chinese got that down. The reason why they got that down is they got these ASIC miners, and these things mine so brutally well that no GPU can touch it. But the thing is, these ASIC miners are going to be released for Monero and are going to be released for Ethereum. So Monero and Ethereum are like, no, we're not having that. If you guys do this, we're going to make a hard fork. Problem with hard forks is it's just more cryptocurrency out there. You're flooding the market. So the reason why you're not allowed to launder money is because let's say there's $20 out there. Somebody else brings in $20. Your original $20 is only worth 10. Okay, one of the big things that really hurt crypto in this bear market when it's coming down, one of the big things that hurt it was Bitcoin Cash, or at least the fork that happened to make Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Core. And right now it's up in the air. Some people saying this is the original, that's the original. But after a certain amount of time, Bitcoin just flat out changed. And because of that, I definitely noticed the price coming down. Now, there are other things involved in this too. There was a whale out there with Mt. Gox, or whatever it's called, that put a lot of money, a lot of Bitcoin. How much was it? Like 20,000 Bitcoin. And that definitely hasn't helped us out right now. And what was it called? BitConnect Ponzi scheme started coming down. Now, the thing with that is there are a lot of stupid things with Bitcoin that are so dark, maybe I shouldn't say dark, illegal, under the table, not good. Scams, Davercoin, BitConnect, everyone's got these ideas. And what they're doing, these bad human beings, and I'm going to tell you why these are bad human beings. These bad human beings are finding idiots out there with money. And these idiots know Bitcoin's going up. Everybody knows that Bitcoin was going up. And they're like, hey, you want to get on the next Bitcoin thing? Cryptocurrency. Put your money into this thing. And they pump it up, and they pump it up, and they pump it up. And then all of a sudden it crashes, and they do something like in BitConnect case, they're like, you know what, this Bitcoin, this cash that you put in, you're not getting that back. We're going to give you this cryptocurrency. Now, the people that did this knew damn well exactly what they were doing. And while it is one thing to say that these people are stupid, these people are dumb, they don't deserve their money, it's their responsibility to look after this stuff. There is a group of idiots out there. There's always a group of idiots out there. And what you do with them determines how you are as a human being. Are you going to help them? Are you going to take their money? Are you going to leave them the hell alone? Okay, you can do any of those things. But it's just like one of those choices in one of those video games. Which path are you going to walk? Are you going to be neutral? Are you going to be good? Or are you going to be a prick? Are you going to be an evil prick? And we got evil pricks out there. We got a lot of evil pricks out there. Everybody has a price. And some people's prices are pretty low. Some people's prices are pretty high. You gotta ask yourself, what is my price in order to tarnish my immortal soul? And if you don't have an immortal soul, in doing bad things to innocent people, to stupid people, you're basically burning the world. And if you're one of those people like, hey, I like watching the world burn, like, is there not one person that you would protect the world for? Do you not have a niece? Do you not have a friend with a daughter? Do you not have anyone that you would like to see the world be a better place for? And there are a lot of people out there who are good with a lot of this. A lot of people getting on YouTube and Trayvon James, Cam Grant, I think his name Cam Grant, and it's just no good. It's no good, and they're making the whole place worse for everything. We're releasing all of this stuff. And it's not going good for the market. Bitcoin will always be worthwhile. The top 5 will always be worthwhile. When it comes to Beanie Babies, the most expensive things are still worth money. Maybe not as much money, maybe not with the hundreds and thousands that they used to be, but they're definitely still worth money. They are definitely still worth money. Not all of them, but some of them. So people are treating, what I'm trying to get at here is people are treating Bitcoin, all these cryptocurrencies, as collectibles. They're not treating it like a currency. They're treating it like a comic book. They're going to hoard it till they're divorced, and then they're going to sell it for a fraction of the price, basically. I think Kevin Smith said something about that. But remember, cryptocurrency is a currency. You don't hold this stuff. You don't take a $20 bill, all your $20 bills, and save them because you think these $20 bills are going to be worth more. Okay, maybe sometimes that has worked, but I guarantee it isn't very much. We got to start using cryptocurrency like currency. And the markets, not the markets, the like Bitcoin Core, the core groups, the blockchain groups, they got to make this stuff so that we can use it easily for things and the transaction fees won't be high. We have to be able to support these kinds of things. When we support these kinds of things, our prices will go up. And when it's easy to use, more people will use it. But we got a lot of greed going on, a lot of people not knowing what's going on, and a lot of people, a lot of evil people, maybe I shouldn't say evil, but a lot of people only out for themselves that are, in fact, only out for themselves. I gotta wonder if a lot of those people are selling right now. But there's definitely an Illuminati of Bitcoin holders that like to buy and sell and watch how things go and say, hey, let's see what happens if we do this. No, let's see what happens if we do that. And I think I'm going to make a video about that if I can identify any of them. But once again, that's the thing. Any of these YouTubers, anyone on Reddit, anyone anywhere, they don't know. A lot of us are just speculating. You know what? All of us are speculating. Unless you're an old whale, you're speculating. You're holding. You're not actually transferring. You're just holding. You just got collectibles, man. That's it. That's all it is. If we're not trading it, then it's just a collectible. Don't let crypto be collectibles. It's not the way this stuff goes. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm Crypto Nev. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. If you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, I'd appreciate it if you left something in the comments. And take care of each other, folks. I'll catch you later.